Hi, Shirley McAlpine back again, leadership coach, speaker, facilitator, and I am your biggest champion for having and designing a life that you truly love. So today I want to talk about the power of saying no, the power of no. And for so many people, it's so hard to say no to people around us and to requests that we get that distract us from really having the life that we love. So I want to talk about that today. Okay, hold on. This is my dog, Zora. And I'm going to introduce you to Zora because sometimes Zora interrupts me whilst I am doing my work. So she's going to sit here whilst I go through the power of no. We're going to do this in two parts. I'm going to give you the first thing, I'm going to do 10 different things to say no to, but I'm going to do part 1 and part 2, so the first 5, and then you can follow for more to get the second 5, so you can start implementing them straight away and start practicing no. When you start to practice saying no to the following things, you're going to be seeing how you're saying yes to the life that you truly love. So the first one is say no to people pleasing. Say no to people pleasing and say yes to your priorities. It is so easy to say yes to requests that you're getting from people, even if you don't have time to do it or you don't want to do it. You don't have the skills to do it. And it doesn't mean that you don't care about those people. It doesn't mean that you may not help them in other times, but oftentimes you say yes to people where it doesn't serve you. And start saying no to people pleasing and really look at, when you get a request from someone, whether you're the one to be doing that task. No to overcommitting. It's certainly connected to the first one. No to overcommitting, and yes to more peace. We fill our days with so many things to do. If you stop overcommitting and really look at your time before you say yes to anything. So if you get a request and you say, well, actually, let me look at all the things that I need to do, when I need to do them, and not just the things that are in the present, but the things that I need to take action on to make sure the future that I want is coming. Okay, so say no to over committing and say yes to more peace. It's much more peaceful on the other side when your life is not so full of all the things that you have to do because you've overcommitted. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is say no to toxic relationships. This one. So many people are in relationships that do not work, that are toxic, that have no boundaries, that do not serve them, that are hurtful even, that are damaging them in so many ways. If that is you, it's time to say no to toxic relationships. If you are in relationships that do not support you, that do not give you energy, that do not bring you joy, why are you in those relationships? It is taking you down a path that is not healthy for you. So say no to toxic relationships and say yes to respecting yourself. Walk away from the people that drain you, that take your energy, that manipulate, that disrespect you. Yeah, those people, walk away from them. And I don't care how long you've known them. I don't care how long they've been in your life. I don't. It's time. Say no to fear-based decisions. We're going to talk about fear a lot on this channel. So I'll tell you why. Because fear comes up in so many different ways and gets in the way of us pursuing the life that we really want. Okay? So there's so many times, if I think about, so you may know now that I have, I launched a podcast, She's Got Drive, in 2017. And when I launched that podcast, it took me a year to launch that podcast because I was thinking, well, who's gonna watch it? Who's gonna listen to it? Who's gonna pay attention? Who's gonna be a guest? Who's gonna actually say yes to me? so many things came up for me that really were, when it came to it, when I finally got started, it really didn't pan out in those ways at all. So don't have fear be the one to stop you. So say no to fear-based decisions and yes to bold moves. I'm all about us taking bold moves in our lives. It means that we are taking courageous action, we're taking risks, we're using our initiative, we're being audacious in our lives. Say yes to that and no to fear-based decisions that keep you small, keep you in the place that you're in, and keep you away from the dreams that you have. Say yes to what truly serves you. Say no to distractions. Say no to distractions. There are so many things that pull us away from us doing the thing that serves us, that empowers us, that brings us joy, that really enlightens us, that really has our life be fulfilling, that has us take the actions in pursuit of the life that we want in all aspects of our life. We get distracted by so many things. Social media, we get distracted by binge watching programs. We get distracted by other people's priorities that are not our own. We get derailed. You can say no to those distractions, because when you say no to those distractions, you're saying yes to your dream life. Okay, so they're the top 5 for me. I'm gonna come back in another video over here and I'll give you the next 5. So let me summarize the ones that we've done already. So the first one was no to people pleasing, yes to your priorities. And the second one is no to overcommitting and yes to more peace. The third one, no to toxic relationships and yes to self-respect. The fourth is no to fear-based decisions and yes to bold moves. And the fifth is no to distractions and yes to your dream life. The power of no gives you access to your own power. Imagine if you were saying no to all of those things, what your life would be like. If you have got value out of this, if you like to subscribe so that you can see all my videos as they come in. Want to start to really take on your dream life and make bold moves, then you can join my free online community called Brilliant Women. We're in there, we take some bold moves together, and I run a bold moves challenge where you can take on for 7 days taking bold moves in your life. So click the link below this video and I will see you in the next video.